Hello, Dr.
Hello,
Charles.
hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing this evening? We're once again, back on I Buy Black tonight. Tonight we have, well, one of greatness of Champion Dentistry. It's not too many black dentists around the Philadelphia area, but this is a pleasure to have you on here. So, Dr. Charles, how are you this evening?
Very good, very good. How about yourself?
I'm hanging in there, man. This is some good stuff. It keeps me energized.
Very good. Very long day, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
On a Black Friday.
Yeah. Well, as long as I don't have to get up I work for attorneys, so I don't have to get up tomorrow and work for attorneys. I can just sleep tomorrow after all this is said and done.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we want to thank you for having us here. We really appreciate the opportunity to talk a little bit about dentistry and its importance in the community.
Yes, this is a topic that I'm actually a lifestyle coach, and this is one of the topics that men miss the mark on. So a lot of men don't go to dentistry, but I'm glad you're here. We have a good audience that listens to stuff like this. So tell us about your practice. Who you are, what you do, and how you guys are great in the community.
Yep. Well, we're here at 1170 North 63rd Street, West Philadelphia, and we've been practicing dentistry here for 30 years now, providing a plethora or a wide range of services for people, and we've been helping to change and actually accentuate smiles for the last 30 years.
Okay.
We provide an array of services. Periodontal services, which is gum services. We do orthodontics, prosthodontics, implants, crowns, bridges, partials, flippers, and even a snap-on smile.
Yeah, I'm familiar with those.
Yeah.
Wow. That's that. I'm being honest with you. I look around in our community, especially the African American community. Dentistry is very expensive for them. They don't know where to go at, and then they'll probably find this off place, or even get students to do their teeth. So, you broke up a little bit. Where are you located again?
We're at 1170 North 63rd Street in West Philadelphia, which is about a block from Lancaster Avenue, right at the intersection of Malvern and 63rd.
Oh, you're not too far from me. I'm right up here in Overbrook section.
Okay, yeah. Well, we've been here. You've probably seen the teeth out in front.
Yeah, that's right. Right past speed. I'll speed past it on the way to work sometimes. But
yeah. Well, we had some teeth out in front, a couple of different varieties of teeth over the years, but the teeth have done us well for at least letting people know where we are and using it as a landmark.
Okay. How are you guys making out during this coronavirus?
The coronavirus has been tough for us. We had, according to the state, had been relegated to only emergency dentistry, and that was early in the summer. Right now, we are back operational, but many people are challenged by COVID or feel challenged by COVID. So our flow is not the same as it used to be.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna dive right in, and this is something sometimes I talk about on my show about health, your health and your wellness and everything. A lot of people don't know how important teeth are and your gums are. And since you are the PhD about this, and you want to explain to everybody how, extremely important it is.
Well, really crazy how. Back in the day, when they used to judge slaves, they used to judge them by their teeth. So they would put them on the block and they would look at their gums and teeth to determine their overall health and their viability for sale. So this goes way back, but we've been finding a real correlation between periodontal disease, gum disease, which is really bone loss around your teeth, and cardiovascular disease. Also, we've been finding a great correlation between overall health and people having their teeth. And we find that a lot of people who have been losing teeth or have not had a full complement of teeth have had really telling issues that we can tell by looking at them, just by looking at in their mouth. So it is extremely important to maintain good oral hygiene and to have your teeth looked at by the dentist. It's a strong indicator of overall health. High blood pressure, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease are all related to the health of your mouth. So it's really, really, really important to have your teeth checked out at least a couple times a year.
Yeah, so I try to trust the people, you know, and I was ignorant to how your mouth affects your whole entire body, all the way down to your heart. You know,
Yeah.
My grandma used to tell me, look, that stuff is going to travel through your bloodstream, you know, and it's going to do something.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was educated like, a little bit over 10 years ago until I started getting dental. But I felt a lot better at the age of 55. So
yeah, it is. No, go ahead.
I can't hear you. You just faded out.
No, I said it really the correlation. What we've been finding, a lot of people who have dental problems develop high blood pressure because the number one problem in dentistry that causes all your issues are dry mouth. And the number one way of having dry mouth is people who breathe through their mouth at night. So we've been really delving deeply into sleep and evaluation of sleep as it relates to your overall dental health. Okay. So people who usually breathe through their mouth have many more dental problems. And what we've been finding is a lot of our patients, maybe 65 to 70% of the patients that come in have some form of sleep apnea.
Okay, so a person that's snoring on every night, that's something to do with oral hygiene then.
Yeah, it's going to really affect you. So that usually, like I said, 95% of all problems in your mouth come from dry mouth. And people that snore a lot and have problems really sleeping at night, and they wind up sleeping on their side or their stomach, they usually develop more dental problems.
Wow. I'm taking that fact. I'm going to take note on this one because I sleep on my side and my stomach. So, you know, my business doesn't tell me all this stuff. So I'm glad I'm hearing this from you. So I'm a student right now.
Well, I'm happy I could provide some information for you.
Yeah.
Honestly, the real deal with us as African Americans is that we have specific problems. Or at least different problems, which lead us to have some bad sequela orally, which means that, you know, if we're breathing through our mouth all night, we're going to have more dental problems. If we usually have a large tongue and we have a very shallow palate, which means that it makes it difficult for us to articulate and put our tongues in the right position when we say certain words. And so our teeth have a tendency to move outward and to not stay in a natural position because of the strength and the power of our big tongues.
Okay. Wow. Never knew that either. This is funny. To our audience, if you have any questions, you can compliment our comments. I think this is a extremely very important subject because it's dealing with health overall. And I'm a personal chef, and I talk about healthy eating and healthy lifestyle. And one of the healthy lifestyles is smile, good looking feet, and your fingers. So those three to me are very important. So
absolutely, and with the being a chef, really eating properly, right? Usually requires the digestive process starts in the mouth. And so tearing and processing and chewing your food properly it really helps to ease your digestion and to make digestion better. So what happens with people without teeth is that they wind up struggling and they wind up having more digestive issues, which means they wind up having the scoping and the polyps and all the other issues coming out the other end. So taking care of this end and keeping this end intact really helps to process everything going out the other way, which means that your overall health is impacted that way also. So it's really a tremendous amount of sequela or a tremendous amount of issues can be mitigated and eliminated by taking care of your teeth.
Right. I've always told my clients, when I consult with them, I tell them you always chop your foot up in small bites, especially steak, chicken, stuff like that. One, stick between your teeth. Two, you swallow big portions, and it sits there for a little while. So, that's a lot. So, what about spacing? Where does spacing in the teeth come from? We got a feedback in the phone, but where does spacing come from? I noticed that a lot of people
it's space. Yeah, sometimes, so spacing of the teeth, right?
Yes.
So you're talking about teeth shifting and moving?
Yes, and also you start seeing spaces in between. Because one of my problems I had, I started having spacing right around in the front, but explain to me where they came from.
Yep. So what happens is generally, and I got some models, but what happens? Spacing usually occurs. And it's usually because your gums are actually starting to shrink back down because of periodontal disease. So basically staying on top of your cleanings, and I would recommend at least 3 to 4 cleanings a year. Staying on top of your cleanings will not allow that bone to actually start to erode away. So being on top of the cleanings is important, and usually the spacing comes from periodontal disease eating away or destroying bone, and your gums shrinking back down.
Okay.
So I have a model, but not really. So the model itself is pretty good, but this area over here is where the tartar actually starts to irritate the gums, and the gums then have a response, which is a swelling and an irritation and easy bleeding. And then after it's cleaned out again, the gums shrink down and you wind up getting spaces in between your teeth. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the problems I had, that I started getting my scaling done and getting everything clean. One thing, us as black, I'm just not all black men, but black men in general, majority of them, they don't want to go to the dentist. They don't go to doctors either. And that's why African-American men are suffering from like high blood pressure, obese. They're just afraid. They think that everything is fine. They're walking around like, there's nothing wrong with me. I'll brush 2 times a day. I'm good. No, it's a lot of hidden issues going on in your mouth. And I'm learning this, not only from you, but I learned from another dentist that we have issues no matter what. It's always good to keep going. You get the car checked out.
Yeah. What it is I think we feel like we're horses or we are invincible. And we can't have, or we're impervious to problems and issues. And so, what we do a lot here is coaching, right? And I think that's probably one of the greatest things for African-American men being done by African-American men. So I think that realistically, seeing somebody who can relate to you and can relate to your specific problems is extremely important. And I think, here in Philadelphia, we are blessed with, a tremendous amount of options for dentists, and you got to find somebody you're comfortable with. But I find that I'm more comfortable with people who are familiar with my situation, my problems, and my issues and my lifestyle. And so I think that it's incumbent upon us as African Americans to really seek out African American providers so that we can actually get the TLC and the love and also the information that is specific to us.
Okay, awesome stuff. Now, I've been interviewing people, vendors all day, and I've been interviewing people like saying, where do you see your practice in the next 5 years?
I would say in the next 5 to 10 years, I would say I see my practice expanding. I see it growing. I see bringing on other associates. I see providing potentially 24-hour care. Wow. And I see I hope to see the reciprocal or an environment that is more welcoming for brothers and sisters to be operating out here in Philadelphia.
Okay, I know that with the cost of healthcare in this country alone, do you find that most African Americans come into your office, they kind of lack in the finances and they don't have enough insurance? How do you treat patients like that don't have that insurance to get the things that they need done?
Yeah. Well, what I found is I've been practicing for 30 years. When I initially started, I took almost every insurance known in the marketplace. What we found is that sometimes the insurances are attempting to help you, but they want to help you in a way that you don't want to be helped. So what that means is that they limit your options and your opportunities. So over the past 30 years, we have gone from taking every insurance to actually taking none, right? And so by taking no insurances, we can offer people the options that they would like to fix their problems and to address their needs in the way that they would like to have them addressed, as opposed to having dictated by the insurance company. So people will come in and you can clearly save teeth and you can help them. But sometimes they choose to opt to take them out because it is the cheapest acceptable replacement. And most times that's what insurances cover, the cheapest acceptable replacements, which is not necessarily taking care of your people. So when you have folks that sometimes share that mindset, it's up to us to educate them and to help to move them forward in their paradigm and to shift their thinking so that they can recognize that they're not doing themselves a service necessarily. They may be actually helping to kill themselves.
Wow. And that just makes sense across the board. Because that's one thing, we lack information in our communities. We don't know what's best for ourselves, so we just accept what is handed to us. Like here it is, this is what you're going to deal with, that's it, period, at the end. But if we, as Black people in our communities, will start asking questions so they can help us get better, then like you're offering a better alternative than pulling them all out or doing something extreme that they will regret later on down the road.
Yeah. Once you take out teeth, man, they're never coming back. And the only way that you're going to get them back is with implants and really some more expensive procedures. So it's really incumbent upon us to discuss these things before you make harsh, rash decisions. And, like I say, I've been practicing for 30 years. 15 years ago, we were really trying to find out the root causes of people's issues. So like you say, when you tell me that you've had your teeth scaled and cleaned a couple of times, what I'm trying to do is get you to a position where you don't need that done again. So the issues are really you wind up saving money, you wind up addressing and eliminating problems that are going to be recurrent if you can get to the root cause. So like I said, 95% of all dental problems come from dry mouth. And so if we can find out what the problem is and we can solve that, then we can eliminate your need to have periodontal scaling done 4 times every 3 years, or every 2 years, or every 1 year. So really having the ability to diagnose and to use technology and to, as we do here at Champion Dentistry, we offer a dental plan which allows you to get your teeth cleaned as many times a month or as many times a year as you're needed, as opposed to dictating your care by telling you need to get your teeth cleaned twice a year. Many people need to get their teeth cleaned 4, 5, and 6 times a year, depending on their situation and depending on their ability to maintain the cleanliness and the asepsis in their mouth. So we don't have limitations. We try to provide solutions so that people don't wind up just spinning around over and over again, expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity.
That's awesome. Now, were you going to give us a tour of your office?
Certainly can.
Yeah, because I would like to see this now. I might have to come over there once it's closer. Because I work in 2000 Market, and we have a Champion Dentistry down in the basement. So right. I figured, hey, it's closer to me. I can come right downstairs in my building and go right downstairs in the basement. But you're in my neighborhood. I can just now I can't go all the way down to Center City. You're right there.
Yeah, no, we're definitely in the community, man, and we have really a state-of-the-art practice. We have 3D imaging. We do sleep studies. We have laser dentistry for folks that have periodontal issues. We can get bone to regrow. We do implants. We do cosmetics, and I've got 9 fully equipped rooms with negative pressure to eliminate the spread of COVID. We have UVC lighting, and we also have an air sterilization system to make it safer for people to come to us during these pandemic situations. And I think as we go forward, this is going to be the standard. So we are on the leading edge of dental offices, and from a capability standpoint and from a structural standpoint. So we are more than happy and willing to take you on a tour.
Yeah, look, I want to come around there personally on a tour. Yeah, I like just walk through myself. Yeah, I'm pretty much sure people want to see, what you got going on over there. It's a good idea. For me personally, it's a good idea. You're right here in the neighborhood, so.
Yeah. Well, we'll let me see if we can walk you through real quick. All right. So we are in one of the waiting rooms. What we did here is we started with with 2 brownstones, right?
Okay.
And we wound up opening up the walls between the 2, and I'll show you around. So we're starting in this area. We are in turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. So we are in our waiting area. I'm going to take you through another building to the other side for our waiting area.
Okay.
Right. Front office area.
Nice.
Well, it's and then we go back into the operatories. This is the hygiene operatories. Walk you through. Are you good? If you let me know, you can't see anything.
I know those windows.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He knows the windows. There we go. So we'll walk you through, and another area where we store some equipment, surgical area here in the back. Then we'll go from another side. Sorry, dark back here, but
okay.
Turn the lights on. And coming around this area. right? And then to one of our hallmarks, which is our 3D X-ray machine.
Gadgets. I love gadgets.
Right.
That's a state-of-the-art one. That's a nice one.
Yeah, this is it's top of the line. Very, very nice. And what it does is shows us everything in 3D. It also does airway analysis for sleep apnea.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we've got scanners, lasers. Let me show you my laser, which is my baby.
I'm a techie, so this is I like techie stuff.
Yeah, this is biolaze, water laze, and what it does, it is state of the art, right? Can do all things.
Kind of lost you for a second there.
Here we go.
Okay.
So basically, biolace, it allows us to save almost every tooth. So what it does, it allows for regrowth of bone around the teeth.
Okay.
And we can do all types of good surgeries with it. Excellent. And the pressure's off. But the pressure's not on. But really, really good piece of equipment. Not too many offices have that. And it's specifically for periodontal care.
Okay.
Right? So we do third molar extractions with this, place implants with this, the whole 9 yards. Right. So that's a little tour of the office. There's a virtual tour, which we have on our website.
Right.
That you can do a virtual tour. It's at championdentistry.org.
Championdentistry.org. For all of you who are just joining in, this is Champion Dentistry. Dr. Charles Champion. He's a champion in the community up in West Philly off of Lancaster Avenue. Guys, this is our gold mine, for us to get better, actually healthy, starting with the teeth. So I would like to see everybody who logs into iBot Black. We got some comments here. Let me see. Where are you located? Michelle, want to know where you're located?
Michelle, we're at 1170 North 63rd Street, West Philly, at the near the corner of Lancaster Avenue and 63rd Street.
Got it. Yep. So yeah, we definitely have to get around to you. I pray to everybody, that's actually shopping here on iBot Black will take heed instead of going to, not discount any other dentist, but it's supporting our community. It's circulating the dollars back in. Look, I'd rather invest into you, invest in my mouth. So it'll be worth me in the long run.
Yeah, the whole thing is our specialty is Black folks.
Wait a minute, say that again.
Our specialty is Black folks. All right.
Okay. You know what? I'm glad you're just telling the truth, because if we specialize in Black folks, we will have a lot of businesses that are open and running right now.
Yeah.
I like that. Black folks.
The interesting thing is, like I said, man, it's really a feel thing for most of us from a standpoint of comfort. You opening yourself up with dentistry and opening your mouth up to someone, you really should be comfortable with them and really should feel them. And that's what we've been doing for 30 years. We've been here working within our community, helping the people that come in to be healthier.
Right. I know one of the things that men do too. They're embarrassed by their mouth and what's going on in there. I got away from that years ago. I had a tooth pulled because I know my teeth was like all over the place. But I said, you know what? They are PhDs. They know what they're doing. I'm gonna go in there. My mouth is jacked up. He's gonna make it better.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Yeah. The whole thing that the way that we feel is everybody is everybody. and nobody is a 100%. And this is what I find with the judgment that comes from other people. We are non-judgmental. We are here to help you, and we will find the source of the problem. A lot of people and a lot of dentists try to turn that around and put it on us, when I know that I'm saying to you that 95% of all problems comes from dry mouth. So if we could solve the dry mouth issue, we would reduce our problems that we have in our mouth. And what happens is a lot of times people blame that on the patient. So, the crazy thing, we have really big tongues and a really shallow vault. When we lay down on our backs, it sometimes stops us from breathing, and we have to turn to our side and our stomach, and we wind up breathing through our mouth. This leads to massive dental problems.
Well, you said a mouthful, trust me.
Yeah.
Because I personally, I stopped using my CPAP machine about 10 years ago. I had a CPAP machine. So actually, everything you're saying, I've been through.
Yeah.
I had to reinvent my life. And the first thing I started with was my health. In order for me to talk to customers and talk to my clients, I can't talk to them with a crooked tooth this way and the bad breath and everything. So, then I couldn't find out I had sleep apnea. So I had to go through a sleep study.
Absolutely, man. We've been doing this thing. Like I said, I've been doing the sleep apnea testing for, we started 15 years ago. And we found that 95% of all people that in our practice that had severe dental problems were sleep apnea related problems.
Yep. So, yeah. Michelle Brodax, she just sent her email address. She wants to help out in your advertisement. One thing about iBuy Black is, we got to work together. Look, I'm going to get my information over to you. What I do, I'm going back into personal chefing in a healthy way. You guys have, as soon as this COVID thing is over, maybe I can drop off a platter or something, healthy dish.
Absolutely. We welcome. We got a lot of space here. Right. We have a community room that we developed a while ago because we wanted to give back and share with our community. And we usually allow folks to fellowship there and to share concepts and ideas and to help to promote business.
Michelle just said, many of our young mothers out there need to be educated because how teeth are important to their children. I know that a lot of parents do not take their children to the dentist. They do years and years, and that's one of the biggest problems. Do you go out speaking and in the capacity of motivational, getting people to understand how important this is to their health?
Yeah. Well, the thing from a standpoint of motivating, we've been going out to schools and to daycares and speaking with parents and attempting to educate. And like I said, that's why we made that this community room here, is to have community function so that we're able to inform people and help them to get better. The thing with this is having your child checked by a dentist, by the time you're 2, for sure, and then really getting them comfortable with going to the dentist. So a lot of the issues that are associated with kids and the stigma of kids and dealing with dentists can be avoided if you start taking your kids to the dentist very young. And if the dentist has a good, like even with kids now, for young kids, you could bring kids in. We're really not a children's dentist, but we see our patients' children. So we work with them to acclimate them to coming to the dentist. And once they become acclimated, it's easier to be able to do things with them.
Awesome. Well, this has been, I'm learning a lot today, and this is like the icing on top of the cake to me. I don't know what's going to come after you, but this is very important, especially at my age, and then getting information for myself. I just don't talk to you, everybody else, but this is for me. I need this information because I go to a dentist. Like I said, go to a dentist down in Center City, and I don't get stuff like this. I don't get that personal one-on-one. But I would love to. It would be a pleasure to come around, and just walk around your office and sign up. Like, look, then when can I start my cleaning? So yes.
Well,
my show's about to kick in the beginning of the year, so I got to go somewhere.
well, we welcome you, man. Come on by, come on in, have some coffee, relax, take a tour of the office, check out the vibe, because we really find that that also helps to ease people their fears and to allow them to accept treatment and care.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. This has been informational for me personally. I don't know about everybody else out there, but I got what I needed. So if you need information, you want to get their web address again?
Yeah, it's championdentistry.org. Our telephone number is 215-473-4717. Like I said, West Philly, 1170 North 63rd Street.
And look, Champion is on iBuy Black, so you go to the iBuy Black directory, type in dentistry, come right up. And I know a lot of our community here on iBuy Black is in West Philly. So I'm going to say this by faith. You should be getting a whole bunch of people after this interview. I don't see no reason why people out in West Philly around that whole area can't come out to you, overwhelm you. Okay, so you can build that second office in North Philly or South Philly.
Right.
So I'm just speaking something into the future for you. So we need that second office open, that third office.
Absolutely.
In fact, open one down the street for me so I can walk down there.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Well, we appreciate it, man. Appreciate you.
Well, Dr. Champion, thank you very much, and I'll be in contact with you personally, and I hope that everybody out here will tune in and look them up. Okay.
Yeah, man. Well, we want to say thank you again. And we want to wish everybody good holidays. And we want you to come out to the House of Smiles to smile with us.
Okay. All right. Enjoy your evening.
You do the same. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
All right.